Hello, everybody. My name is Kyle Chambers. I'm here today with Alison Barclay, and she is a member of Shamuon Generation Martial Arts and Hotshot Athletics. Thank you for joining the show today, Allison.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You have been a judge at a lot of sport karate events over the years. What is the most memorable division you've judged over the years?
Oh my goodness, that's a really tough question because there have been a lot of tournaments that I've done over the years. There's a running joke in our household that when I go to the NASCA tournaments, they put me in the divisions where I can't do a lot of harm because I remember judging Mike Polides' tournament, the Toronto Tournament of Champions, before the pandemic. And I guess at that time it was 13, 14 boys CMX divisions. And I gave a person who traditionally did very well a 7, and they ended up getting third place and not first place. And so that one just sticks out, but it's because it's so funny, and it is now turned into the running joke that in our house that I'm not allowed to judge at NASCA because of that. But it's all in good fun. That I generally find the judging at NASCA to be very good. So it's that one does stick out. Um, I love judging the little kids. They all try so hard. Sometimes they try so hard they knock themselves over, which is just adorable to see. But yeah, those are the ones that stick out for me.
That's awesome. With NASCAR as well, everybody's looking for something a little bit different. So even we were judging the Grand Championship division with Drew Derek Bispy, Brian Fung, Casey Marks Nash, and it was you, me, and Martin Rayum, and a couple of other judges, and all of us were looking for something different. I think Casey Marks Nash ended up winning that division, but in every division at every event, especially in the open circuit, people come from different backgrounds, so everybody sees something different. But that makes what makes it unique is that
Yeah.
it's not all the same criteria. Everyone sees something different, and somebody might get a gold one day that doesn't normally get a gold because the judges saw something in them that they liked. So, but that's what makes it so good is because different martial artists are coming together at one tournament, and people are bringing the best from their style or whatever they trained for months before.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it, the different styles. And that's one of the good things about the open tournaments is my main style is kung fu. Other people it's karate or taekwondo or whatever it is. And we all bring that flavor with us. So, and I think it pushes the competitors as well because they have to be very well rounded and very, right on top of their technique and their execution.
What's the most memorable moment for you as an athlete in karate?
I do train, I do coach, and I did compete at one time. I've kind of stepped away from competing. My most memorable moment as an athlete competing, I was at the International Congress of Martial Arts tournament, and I was doing a sword form, and about a third of the way in, I stepped in the wrong direction, and then from there just kind of like made up the rest of the form on the spot because I had to make sure that I finished facing the correct way. And it was just one of those flying by the seat of your pants. And all those times we tell our kids when we're coaching them, don't show the mistake on your face, keep going. Those judges may not know your kata. So, we can't know everything. So just keep going and be strong and don't show it. And I did that, followed my own advice. I got third place. It was a rather large division. I think there were 9 or 10 of us, which is not too shabby for an older age group, and ended up with third place. And that one is I use it as an example when I'm teaching kids to say, I made a mistake. I didn't show it. I powered through and still ended up placing.
That's great. I've heard a lot of different people from many different circuits. They have that confidence in the ring despite what they're doing, it was a screw up or whatever, and that's what gets them higher points because a judge might be so enthralled and just amazed by what you're doing in the ring in your presentation. They might not be thinking about the call you're doing until afterwards, and they're like, oh, you screwed up here or whatever. But the confidence can take you a long way with the sport karate side, and for just karate in general, having confidence is important both
Yeah.
inside and outside of the ring. The Virtual Fight Tour is an official sponsor of KC Sports Talk. For more information, check out Virtual Fight Tour on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for on the show today, Alison.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great being here.
This has been KC Sports Talk, the podcast with Kyle Chambers.